Let's bring in the great Chris Versace, good friend of ours here on the show. He is the CIO at Tematica Research. Thank you for being here as always.
Always happy to visit you when I'm on the floor, JD.
Holy cow, we had planned for one show in the 2 o'clock hour. The president had something else in store by the time we hit 2:30. What are you seeing in the markets this week?
This week, I mean, I got to be honest with you. Our message out to the subscribers at the Street Pro was Monday morning, let's hang tight. Let's not do anything rash. We know Trump is speaking at Davos. He's given us some tough talk, as you pointed out, but he tends to walk these things back. We expected that this morning. Didn't quite get it, but as you pointed out too, right around 2:30, he did, off like a rocket. And compared to Friday, not much has happened.
Yeah, the president this morning also said, for whatever it's worth, the United States will not take Greenland using military force.
Correct.
Not a sentence I ever thought I would say on television. Any other big takeaways from the president's remarks? They went on for well over an hour this morning in Switzerland.
Yes. They were a bit random. I'll try to be a little more cogent in my summary. He was highlighting, of course, all that he has accomplished in the first year. I disagree with the comment that we've beaten inflation. I think we'll get some data later in the week that will say otherwise. But by and large, it was a victory lap. And I think he made his point of, hey, NATO, you need me. And that, I think, ultimately led to what we saw this afternoon with this framework, whatever the framework is.
Yeah, still very light on details, as is oftentimes the case. We don't know exactly who it will involve, how this thing plays out, a projected timeline.
Right,
we have no idea, but at least tariffs for now kind of seem like they're off the table. I think that's what market participants wanted to hear.
Agreed.
Let me ask you about Netflix earnings.
Yep.
I mean, caught in the crosshairs here with this Warner Brothers Discovery saga, which is itself a wild saga. What did we learn from Netflix?
You know, it's funny. I had a meeting today, and someone said to me, it's not over yet. There is another chapter in this drama, so I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting to see what happens. Maybe Netflix actually walks away the winner, maybe not, is kind of what I've heard. But as far as Netflix's earnings, kind of interesting, right? You know, a little softer guidance, suspending the buyback. They need cash to fund the buyout. That's all good. But to me, I need to wait and see as an investor, given the slide that we saw in Netflix shares, are they worth buying? And I'm not going to know until we find out, do they have the deal? What are the synergies? What are the cost savings? And I joked with you earlier about this. I'm not anxious for a repeat of AOL Time Warner.
Sure.
So I need to know more.
What do you see in the broader ad revenue space, and anyone you think might be particularly vulnerable? As we did hear a bit of update on guidance from Netflix on that end.
This is a great question. So, you know, Netflix said that their ad revenue is going to double in 2026. Meta also said today that they are going to move advertising all across threads. This to me says we're going to see greater competition in the digital advertising space. I think it's going to be a big headwind for Trade Desk.
Well, I have you Friday's flash PMI. You're looking for a Goldilocks zone, 51 to 53, potential expansion. What are you looking for that'll tell you more at the end of the week?
So the headline numbers will probably be fine. I'm not worried about them. I am going to be focused more on what's the inflation commentary, and of course, what are we seeing on job creation? We know the Fed is keyed into that. If we see a positive number, you know, the economy is rolling. If those numbers are rolling over, the market could kind of revisit rate cut expectations. Fed isn't expected to do anything until the middle of the year. We have a few meetings before that.
We also have PCE print. You mentioned an inflation print earlier in the interview. We'll get Friday. What's on your horizon, knowing how important that particular piece of data is to a very data-dependent Federal Reserve?
Well, you know, we got the meeting coming up. I don't think they're going to be doing anything. But to the extent that it is in line with recent months, maybe trends a little higher, that would not be a good thing. Do we get a surprise to the downside? That's what I'll be looking for. I don't think we're going to get it.
The great Chris Versace, CIO at Tematica Research. Thank you for being here. As always, safe travels and enjoy the big blizzard.
That's right. Get ready to dig out.
Sources familiar with the situation say we could have a lot of shoveling
2
in
feet.
Our future. 2 feet.
2
Sunday,
feet.
Monday, Saturday. We'll see what happens. Thanks for being here, brother. Nice to see you as well.
Anytime.